Hey guys, today on Aden's World, I'm going to be showing you how to import your custom photos and videos to the 3DS camera app. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing you're going to need to do is download this zip file I will be providing in the description. So now that you've downloaded that, the first thing that we're going to be converting is just a simple photo. This could be pretty much any format, but in my case, I'm going to be using a PNG file. For the first step of converting a photo, you're simply just going to open this program right here. Now that you got the program open, we're going to go over to the File tab, and then we're going to be opening a single image. So in this program, somehow you can actually just import a 3D image that's from your computer somehow. I'm not exactly sure how to take 3D photos of like games on your computer, but if you guys happen to know, let me know in the comments below, because that'll be pretty cool to actually import a real 3D photo. So for this option, open left right images, you can actually pretty much I think take two photos that are slightly offset from each other and then make them into a 3D one. So for us, we're going to be just opening a single image, which is just a 2D one. So let's do that. So now let's open up our PNG file. And there we go. So there is our photo. Alright, so now that you have your photo opened up in this program, you're simply going to go right over here to edit. You're going to go to resize. And since this photo is 3840 by 2160 or 4K, we actually need to change the length and width of our picture in order for it to fit on the 3DS. Because the 3DS's top display, I believe, is a resolution that is 400 by 240, and then when it's in 3D mode, it's 800 by 240. So we got to shrink it down to a size that will actually fit on its display. So we're going to be shrinking this down to a size 800 by 450, and that actually has worked for me. So it's slightly higher than the regular 3DS display size, but this one seemed to work just fine for me. So let's continue. Alright, so as you can see, the photo has lost some of its resolution, but that's fine because on your 3DS it will still look great. Alright, so for the final step of converting your photo, you're simply going to click on this floppy disk icon right here and save it to your computer. Alright, there we go. So now let's close this up and go back to our photo. So as you can see right here, our converted file is a .jpg file, but as you may have noticed, this is actually a different capitalization for the JPG thing right here. Instead of being all lowercase, it's all uppercase. But it still will work just fine if you import it into a program like MS Paint on your computer. It'll read just like any regular JPG file. And this is actually the special format that the 3DS uses to load up photos on its system. But anyway, now for tutorial purposes, I'm just going to remove this file from our folder. And now let's move on to the next thing, which is going to be converting a video. Alright, so to convert a video to the 3DS format that it can read, all you're going to do is find a video file that you want to convert on your computer and make sure to keep its folder open so it can have easy access to it. So now just simply open up the 3DS video converter folder and then double click on this program right here. So this is going to open up this program right here that we're actually going to need to drag our file into. So since I have my video file right here, which is an MP4, I believe this will work just fine if you use an MOV or an AVI file. Let's just drag it in. And then there we go. So it shows up right here in this list. So you can convert a bunch of these files all at once, and I don't think there is a limit on the 3DS on how many videos you can store. There are 3 things you're going to want to check out in this program. So this is going to be the first one, which is this 3D video thing. I'm not exactly sure what it does, but I'm pretty sure if you select it, it'll somehow convert your video to a 3D style so it can be used on your 3DS's 3D mode. But for tutorial purposes, we're going to just leave this unchecked. And then the next thing you're going to notice is that there's this video quality slider. So what you're going to want to do is slide this up in this direction to the left to make it a higher quality, or to the right in this direction to make it a lower quality. And then the last thing you're going to notice is that there's this output box right here. So you're going to want to select a good place to output this, like your desktop or a certain folder where you want to store your 3DS videos. And then all you got to do to select your folder is click on Browse and select it from there. And then now that we've configured all that, all we got to do is click Convert, and it'll convert everything in this list pretty fast. Alright, so now let's click Convert. Alright, so now it's finished converting. Now we can close up this program, and I've set my output location to this output folder that was provided with the program. We're going to go right here, and it's going to be called this NIN_0011 file. So this file right here, you cannot rename it because this file name right here is actually what marks it to tell the 3DS which file it is. So if it does not have that, I don't think it'll read it. So you're going to have to do something similar like that to each and every photo that you want to import over to your 3DS. But anyway, the next step is going to be connecting our SD card so we can make sure this value right here, this 0011, is not conflicting with any of the files that already exist on our SD card's DCIM folder. I'm not quite sure what would happen if 2 files are the exact same file name, but if you happen to know, let me know in the comments. But either way, I'm going to connect my SD card real quick and we'll be right back. Alright, so now that we've connected our SD card, let's go under the DCIM folder on it. And then as you can see, I have 2 folders here. So these folders won't actually do anything on your 3DS camera app. You won't see a difference, but it actually helps you out to make another folder if you're adding a different kind of video or picture to the 3DS so that you can keep it all organized. So in order to make a folder name here, you have to have at least 3 numbers and have a maximum of 5 letters. So the folder name cannot be more than 8 characters long in total with all the numbers and letters you added. So you're going to be making a folder something like this. So I'm going to make one right here. So it's going to be called 123 AWBID. So something like that would actually work on your 3DS's SD card, and it'll be able to read the files from it. So now we're going to double click on that, and then let's go over to our folder, copy across our video that we have here. Now it's done copying, let's go grab our photo that we made right over here. And then we'll simply just copy it right over here in this folder. So like I mentioned before, you have to have a similar file name to this video right here on your photos. So each has to have its own number. So real quick, I'm going to check what the highest numbered file name is for both my videos and pictures on my 3DS, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I've checked my stuff, and apparently this file name right here, this NIN_0011 file name right here is actually identical to this one right here. So this right here is going to be pretty interesting because I've never had a file on my SD card that's exactly alike for a 3DS camera. So we're going to be seeing what happens to that. That's going to be pretty interesting. And also I've checked my latest file name for photos on here, and I'm going to be showing you how to make file names for your photos to import them into 3DS camera. So to make these file names for your images, all you're going to do is type capital HNI underscore, and then you got to check the latest number on your photos in order to make sure what the highest number is. But in my case, it's going to be 0051, like that. So that is the highest number image that I have on my 3DS right now. Alright, so now that you've done that, you're simply just going to back out of that folder and then close up your SD card. So now I'm going to reconnect mine to my 3DS and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so now you copied over your videos and pictures that you wanted to import. Now let's open up 3DS camera and see if they worked. Alright, so now let's open up the View Photos Videos tab. And then it should say that the management file will now be updated. That's perfectly fine. Just tap on OK. So depending on how many videos and pictures you've added, it may take longer for it to update the management file. But anyway, now that it has been updated, let's press OK. So now let's go right over here. And then here is our video. Alright guys, so it seems like the video is working just fine on here. And this is a really cool feature to watch your favorite videos on your 3DS that are up to 10 minutes long. So just to let you guys know, if you notice any frame drops and the quality not being as high on the recording here, it's because I'm actually streaming my 3DS to my computer, and on the 3DS it's not dropping any frames and the quality actually looks really good. Alright, so now let's move on to checking out the photo we converted. So it's right here. So it actually doesn't look half bad on the 3DS itself, but like I mentioned before, the quality may be a little lower on the recording since I'm streaming my 3DS. But anyway, guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell button so you never miss out on another video on Aden's World. And if you would like to check out how to sort your songs for 3DS music or how to make custom home menu themes, I will leave a link to those videos in the description below. But anyway guys, we will see you next time on Aden's World.